What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. This time it is of the Amazing Spider-Man from No Way Home, which is awesome just from the packaging. I know there's a little bit of complaint about the neck, but we'll see how that looks out of the package. This is Andrew Garfield's iteration of Spider-Man. So here's our packaging. You have that looks like a movie, or is that the figure? No, that looks like a movie image. Clearly there's no joints in there. Product image of photo shows him off with his accessories, missing the head sculpt, some type of licensing issue. They changed that at the end. And you can see it was a premium or a Bandai sticker on the back, and then your warnings and such. So let's open this guy up and I'll be right back. Here I can show you in the packaging everything he comes with. So you have two sprawled out wall crawling sprawled out hands, relaxed hands, whipping hands, and pointing fingers for the pose with all three of the Spider-Mans pointing at each other. That might be how I set them up. You have your web options, two short webs, one long web that he grabs and swings from, and two medium-sized webs. Now, here he is outside of his plastic prison. He's going to come with this. This protects the paint from the ab crunch, chipping away at it from vibrations during shipping. You just pull that out. And you get him right here looking like this. Let me adjust this light quick. Sorry. So we can get a better look at the paint, because it is fantastic. Look at this shiny red. I love that paint on it. The head, the white in the eyes. The paint application is great. The Spider-Man logo looks awesome. Don't get much breakage. It looks good lined up no matter how you turn. Now if you turn to the side, clearly you're going to break that up a little bit. But he looks great. The paint job looks awesome, but I do see the giraffe neck issue here. It does look a little long. I wonder if there's a way to shorten the peg. It's the neck itself. There ain't going to be no shortening that unless you get a custom neck for him, or angle it down like that to lose some of the effect. But just like the other one, the articulation is great. You can get him in some really stretched out poses, almost full splits. So we'll go over that. Head looks up that far. And there goes the neck peg. Down that far, and that neck is long. I see what people's complaints were. Down that far. You get some side to side. Head rotates freely 360. We got butterfly joint. Arm goes up to slightly below 90. Freely rotates around. Bicep swivel. That is a little tight. It's odd. Look at this. The sleeve's moving for the bicep, but the hand wasn't moving with it, so something's tight in there. You can hear that right there. Hear that? Yeah, I don't want to break that bicep. We have double jointed elbows that go that far. You have your standard S.H.Figuarts wrist peg. This one seems tiny, so watch out you don't break this guy. And it moves a good amount. So his diaphragm and waist joint enable him to move down that far. He will look back that far. You do get side to side out of the diaphragm, slight side to side out of the waist, It rotates almost 360. It'll get that far. I don't want to scratch the paint. The beautiful paint job on this guy. So leg kicks out to 90 degrees, back to a backward 90 degrees. You got bicep swivel, double jointed. I mean, look at that. That is crazy articulation. Double jointed leg, and you got ankle rocking and hinge. With that little piece added there to add some color to the front of the peg. I've never saw them do that before. It's almost like a peg sheath that goes over. It's kind of cool. But yeah, wish we got a Andrew head sculpt for this guy. I plan on buying a custom one. Paint applications, 10 out of 10. His neck gives the body design, overall design of the figure. It looks a little out of proportion. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. Articulation is a clear 9 out of 10. I mean, you can get these guys in crazy, crazy poses. I mean, look at how well the thing moves around. And you can even get more. Articulation is phenomenal with this guy. So you're going to be able to pose him however you want. I hope we have a customizer that does a good paint application to match the paint of this figure that shortens that neck up a little bit, because it does look a little goofy. Accessories, 8 out of 10 for no Andrew head sculpt. Got plenty of webbed accessories and hands. But yeah, no, we need it. No, I just found something. See those little red things there? That's his web shooters. Because, you know, Toby was the only one that produced natural webbing. And one of the other things, proportion-wise, it looks like his legs are the same dimension of the Toby one. And his torso is super huge. I think his head to waist is probably longer. If I could easily move this peg, and I'm not going to break it trying to, but it's easily longer, or at least looks that way, than the bottom half of the figure. So that proportion's a little off. I'm going to give him an 8, maybe 8.5 out of 10, but the paint looks great. Looks absolutely great. You get these little thigh covers that help articulate, if you see that, and move with it. That's a great way to assess like joint cover issues where you have a big gap in there. See how it's covered now? You rotate that around to cover up portions that are showing a gap, and you can cover those gaps up. I know people didn't like that about the legs. I think it's a great design choice. I don't know why everyone complains about that. At least you get excellent articulation out of a Spider-Man figure. Hopefully we get these guys from Mafex, but due to licensing and how they kind of fought with the Holland head, or not the Holland, the Garfield head sculpt on this figure art, it might have steered them away, because you figure they would have already announced this guy prior. But I'll just show you some classic Spidey poses quick to show you his posability. There we have our web swing. Do the double leg. Now, zip. He can get in the classic as long as I can get him to balance. The classic Spidey pose. Maybe we want those forward a little more for that. You know, classic Spidey pose. Does that very well. I mean, look at the articulation. You can do like a web swing kick. With him. Just a all-around great figure because of articulation. Like, these guys are incredibly fun to pose. The new Spider-Man Figuarts line for the No Way Home movie, they are great. We're going to do the get on up. Pose. And that's it for the review, guys. If you were looking to get him for your likeness of Andrew, I am sorry. You probably want to pass on him then, unless you want to get a custom head sculpt. If you want to get him just for a spider suit, Andrew Garfield on your No Way Home display, absolutely get him. You could just pass him all for a Spider-Man figure of any sort. If you're getting him because you want a Spider-Man figure to play with, articulate and pose and get pictures of, these guys are ones to do it with. This Mafex classic Spidey, if you like comic, they're great Spider-Man. This new S.H.Figuarts line has some of the greatest posability of a Spider-Man, and it far actually exceeds Mafex, though their price points are pretty much the same. It is a great figure, and I hope you enjoy yours if you decide to buy one, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button. And if you want to see more content from me as I release, please subscribe to the channel to help support me, and you get entered in a giveaway I'll be doing as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, and then there will be more to follow, plenty more after that. But alright guys, take care.